Hey guys, welcome back to another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. All right, on today's episode, we're going to go up to Fort Worth and hit the junkyards and see what we can find. Hopefully it'll be a nice day. It's a little on the cooler side right now, but it should be a nice sunny day all day. So should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can find some good parts. Must be something going on up here. Here comes another one. There's been like 3 or so already before these. Oh, here comes another one. The whole string of them going up over the hill here. Like they're all turning. Hammer down, let's get to the junkyards. Off in the distance between those buildings, you can see downtown Fort Worth. That's kind of where we're going. We're going to be up on the northeast side of downtown Fort Worth. Down off to the right, you really can't see it, but that's the rail yards of Fort Worth. So I just turned on to Elliott Reeder Road in Fort Worth, and this is where all the yards are in this part of town. So we're gonna start hitting them. Hopefully we find some good stuff. It's a little industrial looking at first, but believe me, there's a bunch of yards up here. Looking through the trees on the left, you can kind of see the yard right back in there. It looks like they got a fair amount of stuff. Last time I was there, they had just crushed out and it was practically empty. But so now we got yards on both sides of the car. All right, so not a ton of stuff I'm interested in here, but they got an old Jaguar here. There's like an old Buick LeSabre back here, like an 80s model. There was like an 80s Chrysler back in here as well. Like back in there, there's a couple of them. A couple of Beetle Bugs. A couple of Mercedes over there. There's an old Camaro over there. Let me walk over and take a peek at that Camaro if I can see it. Oh, a little muddy back here. Gotta put it in 4x4. I got a big old limo right here. There's a few classics back in there, but there's not a lot, and they're fairly picked over. They've been here a while. That's a Ford pickup, a Lincoln, a Buick, Cadillac, another Ford truck. So I'm outside of another yard right now. I walked in and just asked them if they had any Camaros, and they did not. So apparently the Camaros are pretty hard to find in the yard. So, but we'll keep plugging away. I actually stopped at another yard that was like just down there as well. They did have 3 Camaros in that vintage. However, they were very picked over. There was nothing to see there. So, all right, we'll move on. So, do you guys recognize this place? If you're fans of the TV show Landman, you will recognize it. This is the Patch Cafe that is featured in that TV show. So there's a sign. Let's walk over here a little bit. So that show stars Billy Bob Thornton, and this is where they come to eat when they go out to get something to drink and have a little dinner. So kind of interesting. The sign's not up on the roof right now, but there it is. Still got the sign on the door. I'll walk up there so we can see it. You can see it says the Patch Cafe on the door. So, kind of interesting. That wall is not painted. It appears to be some kind of an applique. Anyway, that's pretty cool. You can see there's a bunch of stuff in there for the show. Here's an old Ford four-door sedan. It might be a Mercury, but it's actually in pretty decent shape. Bunch of parts gone off it though. You got this little guy. I think that's a British car of some sort. It's pretty crazy. Here's an old Cadillac. I think that's a 69, just hanging out. It's a little rough around the edges. And here's another Cadillac here. Oh, this one's a convertible. Holy cow. That's a 64 convertible. It's pretty parted out. But I'm shocked that a convertible would be in here. It's got the whole top mechanism on it. Definitely is rusty in the bottom, but still, wow. Look at this. Here's a little old mail Jeep. It's got a little whoopsie in the roof. It's got its little 6-banger in it yet. Right-hand drive. I think those are old Chevy steering wheels, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments. Don't beat me up if I'm wrong. There's a big old Chevy dump truck, probably out of the 70s. Alright guys, I'll let you in on a little secret. I took a bunch of parts off of this car right here for a future project that's going to appear on the channel, so shh, don't tell anybody. The car that we'll be working on will be a lot more exciting than this one, but this is a good parts donor. Here's an old BMW. I'm sure it feels right at home here. Ice cream, anyone? Looks like this one's got a little 2-barrel V8 in it. Probably a 350. Here's an old Thunderbird. It's a pretty solid car, it's just really beat up. Look at how much crap is in it. Jeez Louise. Somebody got the big block out of it. There's a 58 Buick. Yet another stretch limo. I guess we know where they go to die. Here's another BMW feeling right at home. Here's a 64 Thunderbird. They had this one out in front for sale for a while, but they always want a fortune for them up there. Looks like somebody got some of the stuff out of it. It was a complete car when it was for sale up front. It's kind of rusty though. You know, on the top, down there. It'd be a great parts car though. Looks like it's still got good tail lights in it. Alright, this one's marked as a 47. For some reason, I don't think that's what it is. It's got the 6-banger in it. That's a pretty good steering wheel. I don't see any cracks in it. Walk backwards here, you trip on everything. This is one hot Challenger. There's no Lincoln right there. Kind of buried in here. I just stepped in a puddle. Ugh. Oh well. A lot of the dash is in there yet. I'm going to try to zoom in on it. There you can see it. Still got an engine in the ranch. Here's another old GMC truck. That's kind of cool. Here's an old Pontiac waiting to get turned into a Fiat. This one is pretty much done. They moved some stuff so I can see the back of this car now. I'm gonna see if I can see what kind it is. I don't know. I am just not an expert on these things. So you guys tell me in the comments. I don't know. There's another good view of downtown Fort Worth. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap it up for another episode Up and Running. I hope you enjoyed it. I always enjoy wandering around in junkyards for a little while, although the experience with that in the DFW area is definitely changing. You know, you just don't get the peace. It seems like, I don't know, you know, the places bug you more. You got to pay to get in, you know. Anyway, I mean, I still definitely enjoy it, so it's worthwhile. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and be sure to come back next time.